Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Latifah. For those who are new, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and of course subscribe to the channel. So thank you so much for taking that time and even taking that clip to trust in what I'm putting out there and in what I'm giving you people. So thank you so much. It definitely goes a long way to boost this channel and I'm super appreciative of it because it gives me the energy and the courage to keep on doing what I'm doing and be able to give you guys the tips that I'm giving you each and every day. In today's video, we are going to be talking about some of those things that you need to stop doing to your bedroom. Yes, I am going to your bedroom and we are going to be talking about those nitty-gritty things that you need to stop doing and of course to make that room feel very nice and cozy and of course inviting. So our room is one of the intimate and very private rooms in your entire home, and especially if it's the master room and you're wondering what are those things that you need to stop doing to that particular room, then keep on watching because I think it's important to just be able to know and figure out those small things that or those small mistakes that we are doing in our bedrooms and be able to make that space look beautiful, and of course not just being beautiful but a place that is very comfortable. We want our rooms to feel inviting, to feel relaxing, away from everything else. So if you're a family person, then you definitely know what I mean. Sometimes you just want to get away from all the noises, from everything else, and just have a space that is your own and that you can actually own and still be able to relax and be able to just rejuvenate your energy and yourself and be able to retire to each and every night. And that space needs to be very beautiful. And it's important to value our rooms in a very special way, and I believe it's important to just have our bedrooms looking very nice, cozy, inviting, and very warm. And there are certain things that sometimes we tend to do in our rooms, not because we really want to. Due to lack of knowledge, we tend to do things and ignore certain things, and at the end of the day, we wonder why things are not working right here and there and all that. But don't worry, we are going to be picking and looking and just talking about each and every nook and cranny that needs to be handled and some of those things that you need to change. And don't worry, I'm going to be leaving you of course with awesome tips on how you can actually decorate your spaces and replace those things that you need to stop doing to your bedroom. So too bold of a color in your room is something that you need to stop doing. Yes, I'm saying this straight to your face. Stop doing bold colors in your bedrooms. So a bedroom is a place that needs to be very calming, very relaxing, very inviting, and very cozy. I know there's something that we normally like doing, which is the accent wall, which is normally one color and then the rest a different color. Sometimes we even go for a very bold color and we call that an accent wall. There's nothing wrong with that, guys, but there's one thing that sometimes I feel we forget to do. So if you're deciding to go for a bold color as an accent wall, don't just stop at the wall. Try to also accessorize with that particular same color or even the same shade of color in your throw pillows, in your throw blankets, in a few patterns here in your rug or even in your curtain. Just try to complement that accent wall with other things in that particular space. Try to make it feel balanced. Try to make it feel intentionally designed and somewhere that you can actually feel warm and feel cozy staying in. Go for calming colors. There are neutral colors that you can actually use in your bedroom. Even though you don't want to use one same color in your room, you can still use or have an accent wall that is of neutral color and that is going pretty well in that space, and it's definitely going to give you a very nice feel and a very nice inviting a vibe at the end of it all. Another thing that you need to stop doing to your bedroom is of course too much clutter. I know, guys, we've talked about this in so many of my videos previously, and the reason is because if you have a cluttered room, then that space is definitely something that is not so comfortable. It's something that is not so inviting and you don't really feel like you want to be in that space. So what you want to do is try to get rid of anything that is unnecessary in that particular space. Get rid of it, donate it, give it away, throw whatever you need to throw, and just have the main things that are meant to be in that particular space. When you're retiring to your bedroom, you definitely want to have a space that is clean. Retire to a place that is very pleasant to look at, a place that is very beautiful on its own essence, and that is all you need. So you don't necessarily need to have anything expensive, anything luxury going on and all that. All you need to just make things going in the right direction is ensuring that your room is not cluttered. So wrong bed placement is definitely something that you need to stop doing to your bedroom. So I know sometimes we just place a bed maybe because we feel this is the right space that works for me, but sometimes that just placing a bed in the wrong side just messes with your head, so try to avoid a bed that is sharing the same wall as the entrance door, because at the end of it all, you don't want to hear the noise from the other side of the entire house or from the other rooms. You want your space to be very silent, very calming. So try to avoid your headboard being on the same wall as the entrance door. What you want to do is try to have your headboard opposite the entrance door. If not, try to have it in a position where you can actually see who is entering in the room. In that way, it just feels right, and it definitely makes you feel like you're in control of that particular room, because you can actually see what is going on in the entire space and in the entire area. The wrong size headboard is definitely something that you need to stop doing to your room. The reason why I'm saying this is because sometimes you find that people are having their headboards way too long towards the ceiling, and no guys, you don't want to find yourself doing that. If you have a very long or high headboard, you want to reduce that headboard to something that is very workable, something that is very mature and inviting to your space, something that makes your space feel calming and very cozy at the end of it all. So what you want to do is get a headboard that is reasonable, really, a headboard that will work in your space and that is going to give you the space to even hang art wall, art gallery, whatever art piece that you have. That is where you want to display it at the end of it all. And in this way, it just makes the space look very seamless, very aesthetic, and of course, and very intentionally designed. Another thing that you need to stop doing to your bedroom is having a too small of a rug, or not having any rug at all. A small rug at the end of it all doesn't help the room at all. A rug is supposed to make that space feel more warm, more cozy, and more inviting. And if a rug is too small, then at the end of it, it's not going to serve that purpose. And another important thing is that a rug is meant for you to step on, for you to put your foot on. And if you're not able to actually serve those functions and those purposes of that rug, then I would say you're actually having it for the wrong reasons. Try to have your rug under the bed all the way towards the headboard, but also try to have it a little bit away, or a few inches away from your bed tables. All you need is you being able to just step on it every single day or every single morning when you wake up. And another thing that you also need to consider is, if you feel like maybe a rug is too much for you and maybe you prefer a runner, well and good, try to do that. But then again, because of that nice symmetry formation, you want to have two runners on both sides, so that at the end of the day, there's that balance in your space and everything just looks like it was intentionally designed. Definitely makes the room look cozy and makes it look and feel more inviting, especially if you have a partner that you're sharing that bedroom with. It doesn't, it feels more balanced when everyone is able to step on a runner and on a warm floor at the end of it all. You need to ensure that you have the right lighting in your bedroom. You want lighting that is definitely going to make you feel comfortable, very relaxed, and very, very at peace with yourself. A bedroom is a space where when you come in, especially at night, you want the environment to make you want to go to sleep immediately. Try to avoid white light, too much white light. It tends to, make the space look like an institution. What you want to have is those nice, warm white lights in form of LED for your space, and this is going to give you very nice aspect in terms of mood, in terms of appearance, in terms of look, and it's definitely going to elevate and help you be in the right space and in the right mood. If the only place you can place your headboard is towards your window, then try to have your headboard as short as possible so that you're able to allow the light to come in the space and you're able to enjoy that natural light in your bedroom and all that. So another thing that you need to stop doing to your bedroom is, of course, too big of a bed in your room. So sometimes you may have not so big of a space in that particular room, and then again you have a very big bed that is, let's say, covering almost all 4 walls in your space. That is something that you totally need to avoid from the word go. So what you need to do is try to downsize into a smaller bed and try to have at least 2 bedsides at the end of it all. Try to have space to move around. Your room needs to have some space for moving around. It doesn't need to feel too crowded or too cluttered with stuff and furniture. So try to have minimal stuff and bring in the right size of furniture in your space, and also get the right bed for that particular space. So if you've moved and your space is smaller, then get a smaller bed. If you've moved to a bigger space and you feel that bed is too small, then get the right size bed for that particular space. In that way, the space looks, intentionally designed, and of course at the end of it all looks very inviting, cozy and warm, and of course a place that you want to just spend the rest of your time in there at the end of it all. Furniture set is something that you need to stop doing to your space, and the reason is because this is something that really makes a house look cheap. And I'm saying this because I talked about it on my previous video. So if you really want to check that video out, I'm going to leave a card right here or right here. And furniture set is something that you don't really want to do in your bedroom. So you'll find that sometimes we are influenced so much. Let's say maybe your salesman really tries to convince you to buy a set because they feel it's going to look nice in your space, but that is one thing that we really want to avoid. For instance, you have a bed and that matches your bedside tables and still matches your dresser and still matches your mirror and all that. That doesn't really look so nice. It doesn't look high-end as well. So what you want to do is you want to split those things up. You want to have things from different colors to different patterns to different designs, and all that. That is what you want to incorporate in your space to make it look intentionally designed, to make it look cohesive, to make it look authentic and the original, depending what your design style is. And by the way, if you want me to talk about how to find out your designing style or your decorating style on the comment section, I would love to know if it's something that you would want to learn, and I would love to do that video for you guys if it's something that you're interested in. So just understanding your design style is important, because it doesn't necessarily have to be one design style. You can have 2 or you can have 3, and that is a good thing because you're able to incorporate all those design styles in your setup in your bedroom. So for instance, you can choose one design style. There's a variety of ways that you can incorporate different types of design styles to just have a very nice cohesive design in your room. So if you have maybe 2 design styles that you're working with, then the best way to do that is working with a ratio ratio of 80:20. This is a good way whereby you're going to carry one design style at a rate of 80% and the other one at a rate of 20%. If you're doing three design styles, then you need to consider the ratio of 70:20:10, whereby one design style is going to be 70% and the other design style is going to carry 20% and the other design style is going to carry 10%. So there are different ways of doing this. If you're serious about designing your bedroom, then I think learning and knowing what your design style is very important, because it helps you actually be able to design a room that is personalized to your liking and personalized to the things that speak more of who you are as a person. So another thing that you need to stop doing to your bedroom is forgetting to have a designated area for sitting. So this is important. If you have a bedroom and you don't have a space or you don't have a chair that you can sit on, then you need to reconsider your design style. You need to reconsider your way of layering your furniture and all that. It's important to have a space or an area where you're able to sit down and just relax other than your bed. And it's good to have a designated area for sitting, because sometimes you just want to read a book and you don't want to lay on the bed, and you just want a space where sometimes you can also put your items, you don't throw them everywhere. So it's very important to just have a designated area where you can sit and where you can just have that alone time and just think about stuff and just be able to, plan your day or plan whatever you have at the end of it all, without going to the living room or without going to any other space. It doesn't really necessarily have to be something that is so exquisite, something that is so complicated, something that is so expensive. Even the simplest of things or setups or even chairs serves or goes a long way. So try to consider having a designated area for sitting. In this way, your bedroom tends to be more functional, and it gives you a reason to want to visit it during the day and not just visit it at night only. So another thing that you need to stop doing to your room is definitely having too much furniture in your space. So what you want to do is try to have only the essentials that you need to have in your room, which is the bed, the bedside tables, and maybe the side chair or ottoman, whatever it is that you like or you would prefer, and maybe a lounge area. It doesn't necessarily have to be something big. Even the simplest of chairs can serve that purpose. So try to avoid a lot of things in your room, a lot of furniture, and of course a dresser. But if you don't have that, then well and good. Just try to have the main things in your space. Avoid unnecessary stuff in that particular space. Make it as spacious as possible so that every person that is in that room, or even when you're moving in that room, you definitely feel that vibe. That was it for today. Thank you so much, guys, for watching till the end of the video. I really hope that you get to learn something out of these tips that I've given you, and I'm super sorry if you had background noises when we were doing the video. I'm sure you can actually hear some noises right now. Those are my kids playing, and it's during the day and there's nothing I can do about it, guys. I still need to work and they still need to play, so forgive me for that. I really hope that at the end of the day, the most important thing is you got to get the message and it really hit home. So let me know which one was your favorite tip, and I would love to interact with you in the comment section. Feel free to comment and let me know some of the ideas or some of the things that you'd love me to talk about, or you'd want me to just explore and do research on your behalf, because I love doing these things on your behalf, guys. I know being a parent is not easy, being a mom is not easy, being a wife is not easy, and sometimes you just need a place that you can run to and just get inspired and encourage one another, and just feel like we have a community too that we can rely on at the end of it all. So thank you so much, guys. That was it, and I hope that you get to enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.